Long before modern supplements, expensive wellness powders, and pharmacy shelves, Ayurvedic households relied on plants that most modern homes have never even heard of. Some were brewed into teas, some were cooked into food. Some were dried, powdered, stored, and passed down through family tradition. They did not call them trends, they called them daily life. For more than 5,000 years, Ayurveda preserved a different way of looking at plants, not as quick fixes, but as part of food, balance, routine, memory, and household wisdom. We're about to walk through 20 of those forgotten plants, ranging from pantry staples ground by hand each morning to roots stirred quietly into warm milk at night. Some once stood in every courtyard. Others lived in clay jars on kitchen shelves, known by name to grandmothers who never needed a label to remember what they held. Each one earned its place not through popularity, but through thousands of years of unbroken household trust. And the plant that begins this journey was so deeply woven into daily life that families did not just use it, they kept it growing beside the front door. Number 1. Holy basil, known classically as tulsi. In the ancient Charaka Samhita, this perennial mint is honored as a purifying herb that directly graced the household altar. Centuries ago, families began each morning by offering fresh leaves at sunrise, a ritual preserved today in surviving courtyard gardens. Archaeological excavations across the Indus Valley have recovered terracotta leaf imprints and brass cups used for brewing these leaves into a daily tea. As concrete structures replaced open courtyards, many households lost the physical space to nurture this living connection, transitioning from a daily backyard relationship to store-bought packaged remedies. In second place, ashwagandha. Long before it became a popular modern capsule, this small woody shrub was a quiet fixture in the household pantry. Generations of families kept the dried roots in wooden boxes, grinding them by hand into a pale powder. Rather than consuming it as an isolated extract, traditional households stirred this powder into warm milk or porridge each evening. This simple food practice, recorded in classical texts, was believed to support vitality and calm. Modern wellness culture has largely separated this plant from its balancing whole food context, replacing a daily domestic ritual with a solitary pill. Third on our list, turmeric stands out as one of the few plants supported by both classical manuscripts and concrete archaeological evidence. The ancient text Ashtanga Hridaya describes how families ground the dried rhizome into a fine powder for daily meals, keeping it central to household food rhythms. Excavations of Harappan homes reveal actual turmeric remains, proving its 5,000-year domestic presence. Over time, British colonial trade and spice commodification redirected this backyard staple toward global export markets, turning an intimate, everyday household custom into a commercialized, mass-produced grocery product. Fourth on our list, amla, serves as the entry point to the Triphala trio. In ancient households, families rarely viewed this bright green, tart fruit as an isolated ingredient. Instead, they stored dried amla alongside 2 other key fruits in 3-compartment clay jars, mixing them by hand each morning. This domestic preparation was a staple of daily kitchen routines, traditionally valued to support balance and ancestral digestive practices. When mass-produced herbal capsules and pre-blended wellness powders replaced these named kitchen ingredients, modern homes gradually lost the tactile connection of preparing each fruit from their own pantry. Fifth on our list, neem. While holy basil guarded the household altar, the ancient physician Sushruta tied neem leaf paste to personal hygiene. recommending it for physical purification before ceremonies. This hardy tree occupied a distinct domestic role, traditionally planted near home entrances to repel pests. Inside, families placed dried leaves within storage chests and grain bins to protect precious food supplies from insects. It was a complete household system of cleanliness, storage, and ritual. As smaller modern homes and industrial products replaced the need for planted doorway trees, this daily tactile relationship quietly slipped away. Sixth on our list, Brahmi, is traditionally valued for its direct connection to the rhythms of learning and family study. The ancient medical text, the Ashtanga Hridaya, records applying Brahmi oil to the scalp of students, a practice believed in Ayurveda to support quiet focus during study. Historically, this was a living presence. Generations of families cultivated this small, creeping succulent in balcony pots, harvesting the fresh leaves to prepare homemade oils. As education shifted away from the home, modern households lost this hands-on ritual, exchanging a living garden connection for mass-produced specialty products. Seventh on our list, Shatavari. In the oral histories of Kerala, this climbing plant is remembered through a quiet, nightly family scene. Grandmothers would sit with their grandchildren in the evening, teaching them to drop dried root strips into warm milk as a winding down ritual. This practice served as a living bridge, passing plant knowledge directly from elder to child. Traditionally valued in Ayurvedic households to support systemic balance, Shatavari was once an ordinary domestic presence. But as families migrated to cities with smaller kitchens and faster schedules, these nightly preparation rhythms quietly faded away. Eighth on our list, Guduchi, widely known as Giloy. Among the most mysterious names in the domestic tradition, this climbing vine once stood alongside ashwagandha and shatavari in the daily pantry. In the classical Sushruta Samhita, Guduchi is honored as a household tonic. Families historically kept the thick, succulent stems stored in hollow bamboo tubes, slicing them to boil into a bitter morning decoction called kashayam. Yet, as modern wellness repackaged this garden botanical into branded capsules and isolated tablets, households lost the living plant's name, exchanging an ancient kitchen ritual for a standardized bottle. Number 9. Haritaki. While many today recognize the famous Triphala blend, the specific memory of this small, ovoid fruit has faded from the modern pantry. Historically, Ayurvedic households did not buy pre-mixed powders. Instead, families kept dried haritaki as the second of 3 distinct fruits stored in multi-compartment clay jars, blending them by hand each morning. This tactile daily ritual was believed in Ayurveda to support balance. When convenient, pre-packaged wellness formulas replaced these separate kitchen ingredients. As a result, homes slowly lost the intimate, inherited knowledge of identifying and preparing this ancient fruit. 10th on our list, Bibhitaki serves as the completing fruit of the ancient Triphala trio. In early Ayurvedic households, families did not rely on pre-mixed anonymous powders. Instead, they kept dried Bibhitaki in its own compartment of a 3-part clay vessel, alongside amla and haritaki. Each morning, the family hand-blended these 3 distinct ingredients in equal parts. This daily tactile practice ensured that every member of the home knew each plant by name. As convenient, packaged formulas replaced this domestic routine, the individual memory of Bibhitaki faded, leaving behind only a generic blend. Across these 20 plants, one truth remains. Balance is not a modern product, but a daily household rhythm. Subscribe to journey deeper into ancient wisdom.